second pedal. 4 gets out the way. The red lights go on. And away they go as they run down into turn 1. All the challenge cars. Oh, there's a bit of a nudge going on down the back. That is Piet van der Walt. That says, get out of my way or go racing, boy. As they work down into KFM corner. But up front now, we've got a spin there. Looks like the rest might just come through. It is Wheelworx that leads. Kwesi Wheelworx that leads there from Leander Toy in second place. Johanna van der Westhuizen and Bessie Bester P3 and 4. As that group is trying to break away already. Then it is Chris Roberts. Look at Damon Lopez, my word. He's right there behind Roberts. Andy Gosling got gobbled up there. And he is just in there behind Jock Calvinace. And then it looks like he's that, I'm not sure that he's Simon or Libba. One of them that's leading in Class C with Mario Rukadi there in second place.
I almost think it might be Libba that's ahead there. We'll wait till they come close to us and we can see. But as expected, Race Mason Weyers up, dust, disappear. That's what it's all about. So Bessie Bester really batting. Bessie slowing down. Bessie Bester very slow down the back main. And I think he had a bit of a problem earlier on as he came through the double right-hander out into the back main, and that affected his straight line speed. Now, Raceway's Leander Toy up on the inside. Kwesi is hard up against the wall. In behind him, oh, I tell you what, the cheaper cars got CO.ZA sign writing, almost being wrapped off the side of Leon as he just about touches the wall, trying to squeeze hard up against the. It's a touch and go situation right now. They slow one another down, just maybe it becomes a three-way battle because Johanna van der Westhuizen has not been left out of it.
Van der Westhuizen not been left out. It is indeed Dewa Libba that was leading Class C. But let's go back to the sharp end of the field. That's Weyers, the Toy, and Van der Westhuizen that are running through the kink down there into Rose Sweep. Then it is Chris Roberts leading Class B as David Lopez. It's a recovering Bessie Bester behind him. Second in that class is Jacques Calvinace. As the field rolled down out of Rose Sweep, heading down into Barmsbury. Libba is still ahead there in Class C, but he's been hustled there by the likes of Paul Simon. As they work their way out of turn 4. Down the back lane they go now. It is Libba that leads there. Simon is indeed in second as he got his nose ahead of Roo, but Mario coming right back at him again as they head down into Cape Town corner.
Leaders coming out towards us and Race Spaces hit the front. Neander Toy underbraking down into Cape Town corner, but it's all about Kwesi Weyers that's now timed out behind him. Neon tries to cross the line, but unfortunately Kwesi had timed it perfectly and he's got himself up on the inside. He carries good apex speed and comes across onto the curbstones in front of Neander Toy. Johanna van der Westhuizen, bird's eye view of that one, but if they slow one another down overall just a little bit and Jano can pick up the toe from them, that will be brilliant. Neander Toy fastest lap, a 1 minute 26.1, even though he's sitting there in the traffic. Third overall looks to me like it's Bessie Bester that's in fourth position, and I don't think he's going to get much further than that. Chris Roberts doing very well, starting to break away from Bessie, and then Damien Lopez and Jacques Calvinace. That's the first 2 cars in Class B, so Damien Lopez putting himself very well ahead of the ex-class champion, Jacques Calvinace.
Well, it's brilliant racing out there as they run down the back straight now. That's your front group going down into turn 5, and look at Neander Toy. Neander Toy is not used to being mugged by anybody out there, and Weyers is giving him the time of his life out there. Race Mace will come back at him, but the Mike's Place golf of Kwesi Weyers has still got the lead. Johanna van der Westhuizen got the best seat in the house. He's keeping an eye on them. Then it is still Chris Roberts that is coming through. He's the next man out there in Class A, followed by Bessie Bester leading Class B. It is Lopez that is leading Class B. Then we've got Jacques Calvinace, Craig the Toy, and Ash van Niekerk. That's the Class B guys heading down into KFM corner. And Class C, Gary, it is still being led there by Dewa Libba be Jared Simpson.
I think that Class C battle's not over yet. Devon River and Paulie Simon, and the gap between them is closed by 2/10. Paul Simon taking 2/10 out of the car in front of him, and as Frankie said, getting him completely sideways under braking going into engine corner. While Frankie was talking just now, I was keeping an eye on the front two, and Percy Reyes took a tighter line going down into KFM corner to make sure that Raceway couldn't dive up the inside, and he actually got the tail end wagging as he came through the aprons, just buried the accelerator and somehow managed to drag himself out of that rear wheel drift without losing much pace. Having said that, he's now got a little bit of a gap between himself and Raceway's. It's Jana van der Westhuizen that's now not going to get any assistance from them holding one another up. The three of them have been broken away completely from Roberts, who's now being closed down by Bessie Bester. That's all Class A cars. The second of the Roberts cars coming through in fifth place overall. Then we go to the Class B battle. Damien Lopez has already come through underneath us, and I think Damien is well on his way to winning Class B.
Well, there's smoke coming out the back of the Veyers car. I hope it's not serious. There's a bit of smoke coming out the back of Chrissy's car as he heads down there. Now it's a lot of smoke coming out the back of Veyers' car as they go up the KFM straight. They're going to keep an eye on him out there, that's for sure.
I think it's bodywork, Frankie, because the smoke got more as he went through the corner. Watch him down the hall. Lots and lots of smoke.
I don't think that's bodywork. He's slowing down. Veyers is in trouble. Percy Veyers' race is over. I think the oil pressure has gone to zero on that Golf as he goes down the back lane now. It is all about the toy and Van der Westhuizen working their way out of Cape Town corner. Bessie Bester has systematically worked his way back there into third place and ahead of Craig Roberts as he's dropped down. David Lopez is still the leader in Class B as the field works its way out of Cape Town corner. So we'll wait and see now. Here comes Bessie Bester across the line. Could be Chris Roberts coming towards us now.
Not Chris.
Then it must be the leader of Class B. Then it must be Lopez. Then it is Arthur Roberts. So where's Chris disappeared to? Because here goes Craig the toy as they head down into turn one. But have a look at this. Woo! John Caldenay slowing right down. And he's being caught there by the Class C leaders, which is Deelwald Libber and Paul Simon.
Well, it's Roberts that's dropped way down. He lost it on the double right-hander just after the main grandstand and went backwards into the tyre wall. Not too hard by the time he got to the tyre wall. It scrubbed up a lot of speed, but that was the leading Bold Marine Roberts car that went off, and unfortunately that's cost him a lot of places. It's taken him right out of the hunt. So, well, at least he kept it in one piece. There's no problems with that. They've done the better part of 6 laps so far. Well, they're on lap number 5, so still 3 laps to go. The leading Class B car being Damien Lopez with Arthur Roberts splitting him from Craig the Toy, Ash and Deelwald. Those 3 close to one another.
Well, Class B is still being led there by Damien Lopez as the field, that group works its way down towards Cape Town corner. Damien Lopez is still the lead man there in the Class B as Bester comes through. So we'll go back to Class B. Lopez leads Class B as they work down towards us. He's got a pretty decent lead there in Class B with Craig the Toy there in second in class. Ash van Niekerk, he's the third man in that class, and here come the Class C guys. Side by side, Deelwald Libber, Paul Simon, side by side, down into turn 1, and that's for the lead in Class C. Simon runs around the outside of Libber, and they are still side by side out of KFM. Up the Joubert straight they go now. We'll keep an eye on this. Paul Simon has got the inside line for engine corner. They still side by side. Eventually Paul Simon slides ahead there of Deelwald Libber.
Well, still some action in the front end of the sharp end of the field in Class A second was taken out of the lead car, Neanderthal. A common 9 of a second quicker was Jan van der Westhuizen. Now, does that mean that Raceway made a mistake? Does it mean that he doesn't want to be out there and all alone? He wants to have a real race? I think it's the latter, because of the fact that he's actually battling to keep Jana behind him. He tried to break the toe of Jana van der Westhuizen by moving from side to side, going up the main stroke, because Jana actually had a run on him. So if he was trying to have some fun early on, it's turned into a problem because Jana is going for the front.
Oh, Jana van der Westhuizen certainly going for it now. He's got a lot of slower Class C cars ahead of them, and that could upset the apple cart. So van der Westhuizen now with this is the last lap. There is about approximately half a lap left now for the toy and van der Westhuizen as they work their way out of row sweep. There's still a hell of a war going on for first and second in Class C between Libber and Simon, and third and fourth as well between Roo and Simpson. It is a dogfight out there.
Right, our leaders coming now out into the back lane. They're going to be into traffic. Well, straight away, realizing that Jano's pretty quick in a straight line, moving across the cover. That is Raceway. Oh, they're coming in between the slower markers. It was their last chance to try and do an out-braking maneuver right in behind, rubbing bumpers. Jana van der Westhuizen on the tail end of Raceway, out into the front lane they go. In the absence of Kwesi Weyers, it's just the two of them. I think Raceway has done enough. Neanderthal by about a car length from Jana van der Westhuizen. Bessie Bester will be third in class, but he's a long way down from there. Damien Lopez has still got Arthur Roberts between himself and Craig du Toit. It looks like Craig du Toit, Frankie, might actually pick up second in Class B.
Well, here they come now. This is for 1 and 2 in that class. It is Lopez as Bester crosses the line, third in Class A. It is Lopez that's going to win Class B with Craig du Toit second. Ash van Niekerk will end third in Class B. Here we go, Class C. It's the Libber and Simon show, and it's going to be Deelwold Libber ahead of Paul Simon, Mario Roos third, and Jared Simpson fourth in that class. That, of course, is in Class C. As the rest of the guys come through, this looks like Bart Duplessis. Yes, and he crosses the line just ahead there of Gideon Sandfontein.
Well, I do think that Class C second place for Paul Simon must be a bit of a shocker for him. I don't think he expected Deelwold to beat him come the end of the race, but Deelwold deserves that. He's beaten the best man in Class C for a long time, being Paul Simon. So well done to Deelwold, pretty much getting